You know what? I am far beyond saying that Elias Pettersson is back, quote unquote. Is he ever going to be back? Is he ever going to score 100 points again? I don't know. But what I do know is that with tonight's performance, we may have seen the best, the happiest, the most lovable Elias Pettersson we have seen in, I was about to say months, maybe even a year. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Vancouver Canucks have just defeated the reigning, defending, two-time Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers, 5-2. And our guy, Elias freaking Pettersson, scored 2 power play goals, and they were classic Petey goals too. This guy went out there and finally, after not scoring since January, and all of social media coming ablaze, talking about how this guy's only got 4 high-danger chances in 2 months, talking about how he got 2 goals in a game at the Olympics but hasn't scored for a Vancouver Canucks game in months. For all of us going out there and talking about Petey, he finally gets the monkey off of his back. And you saw in the post-goal celebration when he was on the bench, he looks up into the Jumbotron, he sees the shout-out, he feels the love, he lets out a smile. It's the most genuine smile we have seen out of Elias Pettersson, maybe in years, honestly. Since the gosh darn playoffs in 2024, we haven't seen Elias Pettersson smile that much, and heck, you could even say that we didn't see him smile like that in that playoff series and that playoff run because he was already bad at that point. Elias Pettersson has gone through so much as a Vancouver Canucks athlete that just seeing him finally get a break, finally get the results that he wants, finally score a goal, it is absolutely a vindicating feeling for fans in the arena, for us watching at home who've been cheering this team on, and who hope for nothing but the best for these players. Yes, you can say, Elias Pettersson, he's already washed. He'll succeed in another organization. He needs to get away from the pressure of being a Vancouver Canuck. It's not going good for him here anymore, yada yada yada. It all makes sense, honestly. Like, it makes perfect sense to rationalize the Elias Pettersson story with that kind of a narrative. Like, he isn't playing well in Vancouver. This city has been dogging on him. Ever since the JT Miller stuff from last year, it's been a really big mess, and that is obviously going to be a hindrance. But just to see this, to see a game where everything actually goes right for once, oh, it's pretty sweet, isn't it? Vancouver takes this one 5-2. Let's actually talk about the goals that were scored in this hockey contest. First goal of the game, 3 minutes in. It is none other than EP40. Brock Boeser tosses the puck over to Marco Rossi. He is at the left point. And Rossi, he has a really nice lane to go all the way to EP40, who was on that Nikita Kucherov spot. He grips it, he rips it, he takes the 1T, and it beats Sergei Bobrovsky. We haven't seen Pettersson score too many of those one-timers as of late. I think he had only had one other one of those goals this season in a Canucks sweater. But he ended up scoring one here, and you could see it. He's already feeling the pressure here. That is his 199th NHL career goal, and it obviously is a great ordeal for him to get the monkey off of his back. Matthew Tkachuk then ties things up a few minutes later. It's a very unfortunate play from Elias Pettersson, who tries to send the puck up and out, but it ends up deflecting off of Carter Verhaeghe and right in front to Matthew Tkachuk. It is a terrible bounce. DPD, I guess, could have just gone up the boards, didn't have to go right through the middle there. But who am I to go out there and critique the performance of a National Hockey League level athlete? 2 minutes later, though, on the power play again, it is Elias Pettersson one more time, assisted by Rossi and Boeser again. Pettersson gets the puck back from Rossi. He goes over to Besser. Besser goes back to Petey. And Petey, instead of just trying to pass it back to Hronek like we might have seen him do at earlier parts in the year, he walks in, he shoots, and he scores. It ends up going off of Gustav Forsling and Aaron Ekblad, and right behind Sergei Bobrovsky. It's a terrible bounce here. Like, this is not the kind of goal that goes in 100% of the time. This is like a 5% chance goal, honestly. The fact that it deflects off of two Panthers D-men in front is totally unintentional, but they don't ask how, they ask how many. And with that, Elias Pettersson scores his 200th NHL goal. John Shorthouse even said on the broadcast that, yeah, we had been sitting on this one for a while because he had been on 198 literally since January. But now he's at 200. He ends up getting to 200 goals one game faster than Trevor Linden does, which obviously is a great statistical marker. However, I think a lot of Canucks fans kind of understood that if Pettersson was playing in the same way that he was, let's say, 3 years ago, he probably would have already overtaken Trevor Linden in goals by now. It probably would have happened, like, maybe a year ago, really. Like, the guy stopped scoring a lot over the past few seasons, but he ends up making it 2-1. Marco Rossi, just 4 minutes later, ends up making it 3-1 off of a really nice play with Ogren and Besser. Ogren battles hard to keep the puck in. He finds Besser on the half wall, who throws it right in front to Marco Rossi, who is by himself in front of Sergei Bobrovsky. No defense on that play. It's just Rossi against the goalie, one-on-one. He makes no mistake. We saw a number of goals like that, actually. All the goals from here on out were scored in a similar fashion, where Vancouver found the guy right in front open with no interference whatsoever, no defense, and they were able to get it to go. Sam Bennett made it 3-2 in the second period. He ends up getting a goal after a really nice drop pass by Matthew Tkachuk. It fools Kevin Lankinen, and it fools the defense. But Aatu Raty makes it 4-2 shortly after. Very similar play. Evander Kane throws it up to Raty. He's by himself in front of the goalie. Very similar to that Marco Rossi play. And then in the third period, you have Linus Karlsson setting up Drew O'Connor. Again, by himself. No defense. O'Connor takes the puck off of his skate, buries it. That's his 16th goal on the year. Linus Karlsson with his 17th assist. Tom Willander also gets an assist on that one as well. But EP40 with 2 goals, Marco Rossi with a goal and 2 assists, and Brock Besser with 3 assists. These guys carried the charge for the Vancouver Canucks tonight against the reigning, defending, 2-time Stanley Cup champion. It's a fun day to be a Canucks fan, especially here on St. Paddy's Day. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Hopefully the bars were not all too busy today, although I can't really say that I expected that. What a nice way to go out there and get the win. Vancouver was not going to lose every single game, and we definitely are not going to go out there and make negative Nancy videos about every single thing that happens. So seeing this go down was definitely a positive outcome for Canucks fans, especially those that were in the building. If you have any thoughts, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about EP40, about the way he was able to play in this one, about his overall game, and about what we're seeing just in general out of Pettersson and the confidence that seems to have arisen over the past few weeks here. Who knows? Because of the rebuild, things might be changing a little bit when it comes to this guy and the way he views the game. Thoughts in the comment section below about the Canucks versus the Panthers. I hope you enjoyed this Vishal Sign 9, and bye.